Hello children, welcome back. Today I am doing other chapter of SSC, that is applications of trigonometry. 2 mark sums we will be seeing now. A pole, first question, a pole and its shadow, a pole and its shadow have same length, have same length, have same length and height, same length, height. A pole and shadow have same length. Okay, same length is enough. No need to write height. Same length. Find the angle of sun ray. Find the angle of sun ray made with the earth at that time. This is the question. So a pole, let us consider this as a pole, and this is the shadow of the pole. They have same length and breadth, A, B, C. This is 90 degrees. Suppose this is H, this also is H. What is the angle made by the sun ray with the earth? You need to find out. So, let us have what is AB? AB is the height of the pole. And what is BC? BC is the length of the shadow. What does the problem says? According to problem, AB is equal to BC. Let us consider it as H. Now we know that in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore, tan theta is equal to AB by BC. This means H by H. These two will get cancelled and you are getting 1. We know that tan 45 degrees is equal to 1. Therefore, theta is equal to 45 degrees. That means sun ray makes 45 degrees with the earth. This is the answer. Write down this, children. This is first problem. Now, second one. If a tower of height h, if a tower of height h observed from a point with distance d and angle theta theta. Then express the relation among, then express the relation among HD and theta. HD and theta. So there is a tower. Let me consider A, B as the tower of height h. BC is the distance d, and it is making an angle theta. Express the relation. Now we will say that AB is the height of the tower and BC is the distance between the tower and the point, and AB is considered as h, it is considered as d. Theta is angle made. Now you need the relation. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore, tan theta is equal to AB by BC, that is equal to H by D. So, the relation among them is nothing but tan theta is equal to H by D. This is the relation. This is the answer, children. This is second problem. Let's copy. If the angle of elevation, if the angle of elevation of sun increases, from 0 degrees to 90 degrees, then the length of the shadow, of a tower decreases. Is this statement true? Is this statement true? Justify your answer. Justify your answer. So, the angle of elevation of sun increases. Let me just explain you with the help of a diagram. Let us consider APC. This is the angle. So the angle of elevation increases from 0 degrees to 90 degrees. Means from lesser angle to greater angle. Actually, when we are observing anything, a height of an object, if you are nearby, you have to lift your head a lot and see. That means what? Angle of elevation will be more. As you are moving away from it, slowly, your head will come down. That means angle of elevation will be reduced. So when we are talking in the opposite side, opposite way, that is from 0 to 90 degrees, what is happening? First you are here, your angle, suppose it is very less angle. As the angle is decreasing, What is happening? You see, when you are here, lesser angle, and here, when you are here, here you have to go for higher angle. Suppose this I consider it as theta 1. Here I should take the angle as theta 2. Again, when you come here, again the angle theta 3, this will increase. The angle measure will increase. So as you are moving from here to here, from lesser angle to greater angle, what is happening? These distances that are there, these distances are decreasing. What are these distances? These are nothing but the shadow of it. So what are you saying? In this statement, what is it given? From 0 to 90 degrees, when the angle is moving, then what is happening? The shadow length is decreasing. Naturally, you can observe here. Say here lesser angle, theta 1. Say suppose you say theta 1 is lesser than theta 2 is lesser than theta 3, so on, up to 90 degrees. What is happening here? This is 90 degrees. Your distance is coming nearer to B. As the angle of elevation is increasing, the distance is coming to nearer to B. That means what is happening? This distance is a shadow. So compared to that of the distance of a shadow here, that this distance is less. That means the shadow length is decreasing. What does the statement says? If the angle of elevation of sun increases from 0 to 90, then the length of the shadow of the tower decreases. Definitely, the length of the shadow is decreasing. This is the shadow at lower angle. This is the shadow. When the angle increases little bit, the shadow increases. Again here, shadow decreases. Here also the shadow decreases. Here the shadow decreases. So as you are getting it here, there won't be no shadow. It is, even we can observe it with the our own shadow when we are in the sunlight at noon. Exactly, the sun comes upon our head. Our shadow is underneath us. We can't see our shadow. So, as the angle is increasing, the shadow length decreases. So, what you will say? It is a true statement. Why do you say that it is a true statement? Because statement because as the angle of elevation increases, the adjacent side length, which you call it as length of shadow, length of the shadow. This is adjacent side, length of the shadow decreases. So this is the answer for this children. I hope I am clear to you. Please write down. Now, a person observed the top of a tree. Fourth one, a person observed the top of a tree at an angle of elevation of at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees when the observation point is when the observation point is 5 meters away from the foot of the tree. From the foot of the tree. Draw a diagram for this data. Draw a diagram for this data. This is the question. A person observed the top of a tree at an angle of elevation of 60 degrees. So let us see, this is a tree and a person is observing. AB is the tree, C is the point of observation. He is observing the angle of elevation of a tree as 60 degrees when he is at 5 meters away from the tree. This is the figure, children. So you need to write what all each indicates. AB is height of the tree and BC is distance between the tree and the point of observation, which is nothing but 5 meters. Theta is angle of elevation, which is nothing but 60 degrees. So this is the one, children. Write down this. This is fourth problem. Fifth problem. A person from the top of a building, a person from the top of a building of length 25 meters, of length 25 meters, has observed another buildings, has observed another buildings top and has observed a person from the top of a building of height 25 meters has observed another building's top and bottom at an angle of top, another building's top and bottom at an angle of elevation 45 degrees and angle of depression 60 degrees. Angle of elevation 45 degrees and angle of depression, angle of depression 60 degrees respectively. Draw the diagram for the data. Draw the diagram for the data. From a a person from the top of a building 25 meters. So let me consider this is a building which is 25 meters, has observed another building's top and bottom. So definitely the other building should be little bit more height than this. So this is another building. He has observed the top and bottom. This is bottom of the building. At an angle of elevation 45 degrees and angle of depression 60 degrees. So AB here, CD. Okay, so what did you say? A person from the top of a building of length 25 meters has observed another building's top and bottom at an angle of elevation of 45 degrees and angle of depression 60 degrees respectively. Draw the diagram. So AB is the height of the building, that is 25 meters, and CD is height of the other building. You need not write its height, they have not given. And angle, let me consider this as E. Angle CAD, angle CAE is angle of elevation from A to C, that is 45 degrees, and angle EAD, EAD, angle of depression from A to D is 60 degrees. So this is the sum, children. Please copy it. Fifth one. Now let us see sixth problem. The top of the tower is observed. The top of the tower is observed at an angle of elevation, at an angle of elevation 45 degrees, and the foot of the tower, is at a distance of, is at a distance of 20 meters from the observer. Draw a suitable diagram for this data. Draw a suitable diagram for this data. What is that? The top of a tower is observed at an angle of elevation of 45 degrees. There is a tower and the top of a tower is observed at an angle of 45 degrees. So let us consider A, B, C. This is C is the position of the observer and the foot of the tower is at a distance of 20 meters. This you need to draw a diagram. So what is AB? AB is the height of the tower and BC is the distance between the foot of the tower and the observer. This is equal to how much they have given? 20 meters. And angle ACB is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation, which is nothing but 45 degrees. This is the one, children. Please copy it. Now, seventh sum. A flagpole stands. A flagpole stands vertically on the ground. On the ground. From a point which is 15 meters away, which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower, from the foot of the tower, from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the angle of elevation of the tower is 45 degrees. Draw a suitable diagram. So, a flagpole stands vertically on the ground. This is flagpole. From the foot of the flagpole, which is 15 meters away, the angle of elevation is 45 degrees. This is the diagram you are getting. A flagpole stands vertically on the ground. From the foot of from a point which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. Actually, it should be pole. The problem is regarding pole, no? Then it should be pole. Foot of the pole. The angle of elevation of the pole, it should be. Of the pole is 45 degrees. Draw the suitable diagram. This is the diagram where AB is the height of the pole and BC is distance between the pole and the point of observation, and angle ACB is angle of elevation, which is nothing but 45 degrees. This is the answer for it, children. Please copy. Now, all 2 marks questions are completed with this, children. You can observe that all 2 marks questions are dealing with drawings. So this drawing is going to fetch you total 2 marks. So be careful, children. It's a very easy sums. All these sums are very easy. So have a practice of it. You will be scoring good marks. Now we will see 4 marks question. The first one, from the top of a building, from the top of a building, the angle of elevation of the top of a TV tower, the top of a TV tower is alpha degrees, and the angle of depression of TV tower, the angle of depression of TV tower is angle of depression of TV tower foot. TV tower foot is beta degrees. If the distance of the building from the tower, if the distance of the building from the tower is d meters, draw the suitable diagram. Draw the suitable diagram for the given data. So read the problem once again. The top of a building and the angle of elevation of top of a TV tower. That means you have got a TV tower and you have got a building. So Definitely the building height will be lesser than the height of the TV tower. So let us consider this is the building. Then it is having an observation from the top of the building, angle of elevation, and we have angle of depression. Depression downwards. So this is angle of depression. So AB is the building, CD is the TV tower, and angle of elevation is alpha degrees, angle of depression is beta degrees, and the distance between them is the meters. This is the drawing that we will be getting with the help of the given data, children. So let us indicate what does each mean. AB is height of the building and CD is height of the TV tower. And let me consider this point as E. Angle CAE is angle of elevation from A to C. This is alpha degrees. Angle EAD, angle of depression. Depression from A to D. This is equal to beta degrees. And BD, distance between the foot of the TV tower and the building. This is equal to D meters. So this is the sum, children. Right now, it's 4 marks one. Next. Second one, from the top of the building, from the top of the building, the angle of elevation of top of a cell tower, top of a cell tower is 60 degrees and the angle of depression of foot is 45 and the angle of depression of the foot is 45 degrees. If the distance between the building from the tower is the building from the tower is 30 meters, Draw the suitable diagram. Draw the suitable diagram for the given data. So what does this problem says? The top of a building, the angle of elevation of a cell tower. So you have got a cell tower. So definitely the cell tower will be height. Its height is more than the building. So there is a building in front of it. Here the angle of elevation is given to us and angle of depression. So angle of depression you will draw like this. Oh, AB is the building height, CD is the tower height, angle of elevation is 60 degrees, angle of depression 45 degrees, and the distance is 30 meters. This is the diagram that you need to draw. So what is AB? AB is the height of the building and CD height of the cell tower. Angle CAE, angle of elevation from A to C, that is how much they have given, 60 degrees. And angle EAD, angle of depression from A to D, 45 degrees. BD, the distance between the cell tower and the building. So write down, children. This is the problem. Now if angle of depression 45, so definitely this also will be 45 degrees. Next problem we will see. The third problem, the angle of elevation of top of a tower, the angle of elevation, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower, of the top of a tower from a point on the ground, from a point on the ground, which is 50 meters away, which is 50 meters away from the foot of the tower, from the foot of the tower is 45 degrees. Draw the diagram for the situation. Draw the diagram for the situation. So children, what is that they have given? The angle of elevation of top of a tower. Let us consider this is the tower. Top of a tower from the ground. From a point on the ground which is 50 meters away is 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees. This is the situation. We need to draw the diagram. So A, B, C. So where AB is the height of the tower. Okay. Next, BC. Distance between the foot of the tower and the point of observation. How much it is? 50 meters. And angle ACB is angle of elevation from C to A, that is equal to 45 degrees. This is the figure that is present, children. Copy it. With this, I am going to stop today's class. Into my next class, I will be doing other part.